no one can make a woman do anything. Agreed. I mean, like, if we're taking that literally, yeah, if I'm a woman, like, you're not going to fucking tell me what to do. But women like doing it.
Yeah.
So how is that making you a slut if that's something you like to do and the male gets pleasure out of it?
Yeah, I feel like that's why women like it, is because, like, it's a turn on for them to see their partner in such ecstasy.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Sex Positivity Unfiltered, where we talk about sex and we are not polite about it. My name is Lindsay Murray.
And I'm Denise Stratton.
And today we have a bonus episode where we are doing a reaction video. And we've done one of these before, and it was so much fun. Denise is great at finding videos where she's like, holy shit, we've got to talk about this.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited for this one. All right.
Yeah. Well, you found this video. So give a quick synopsis, like, who is this, what are they talking about, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah, so I am a fan of the H3 podcast, and recently they had Jesse Lee Peterson is his name on the show, and so they did some clips of his history on the internet. And the things that this man says on the internet out loud for people, I didn't know people like this still existed. So I don't know how he's not canceled. I don't know how he has a channel, but he does.
I have never heard of this man.
Oh.
I don't know who he is. I get the feeling I'm in for a real treat.
Oh, yeah. For sex positivity, this guy.
Okay, well, the video is called JLP, which I guess is his initials, JLP, and it says, "Ladies, your mouth was not made for that." So I already know we're in for some bullshit. So let's
That's good, yeah.
Let's get it started.
Shit.
Should I ask you guys this or not? Oh. Should I or not? Y'all might embarrass me. You know, I can ask. We had an amazing women's forum last night, and this is a question for you, Joel, even though I'm afraid to.
What's the spirit telling you, Jesse? What's the
no. The spirit telling me to be still and know. So we had a women's forum last night, and one of the things that came up, we talked about a whole bunch of stuff. Ladies brought up that, you know how we were talking about oral sex on the radio? And I was saying that men should not be doing that because it's like eating out of a trash can.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, hell no.
I'll never forget that.
You have the dirt coming out, blood.
Yep. So what?
What the fuck? We're not even a minute in. We're 50 seconds in. It's like eating out of a trash can.
I mean, as a lesbian, it is nothing like eating out of a trash can.
What the hell? Oh my God. I'm already like getting riled up here. That is a wild take. And it's like, what's so funny is the first comment here. It says, "Imagine admitting so publicly that you've never and cannot please a woman." That's basically what he's saying. Like, oh, I don't do that. Well, I'm sure whoever you have slept with is not having a great time.
And just for the people who are audio only, I just want to give a kind of a synopsis of what we're looking at. So it's kind of like 4 views of 4 different guys in a podcast setting. So kind of like, I would say, like The View or Hollywood Squares or something format. And the 3 guys that are listening to him are not objecting at all.
No, they're not. I can't wait to see what they have to say to him, because if they all kind of just laugh it off or agree, oh, that's disgusting. All right, let's see what else he has to say.
Other people say stuff.
Yeah.
Disease.
One guy even says, yeah.
Y'all eat it out. Well, not y'all, but y'all men are doing that, and it's gross.
Uh-huh.
The lady said that to help women, I need to mention that a lot of women are now doing oral sex to men, but not oral. Do they call oral sex men stuff when the women do it to the men?
Yeah. Either way, I think.
Why would it be called anything
other
else?
things too. But
I had to correct you. It's not now doing. This is not now doing. This has been around for a long time.
Oh, and so I was
not new.
So that gives context.
He did say it like it was a new thing. Like, oh yeah, women are now doing. It's like, well, what? Oh my god!
See, I'm wondering, where did he come from that he's never heard of a blowjob?
I don't know. Yeah, he's like, oh, did they call it that? Oh boy.
So I asked the ladies, were there men and women that knew about this, and I was stunned at the answer. I thought it was like a slut thing.
It is.
There's a lot of sluts out there, Jesse.
I didn't know normal women did that to men.
Most women are sluts these days.
And y'all knew.
Bitch.
Oh, I'm getting hot.
Oh my! Most women are sluts these days.
Oh, am I red?
But I bet you, he's not turning down a blowjob.
I mean, who would? In my opinion, I'm sure there's some guys out there who would, but still.
I'm looking in disgust.
Yeah,
I'm looking in disgust.
Girl, and these are
Oh
young
my.
guys. Like I
They
give
are,
him
yes.
some credit, right? Because he's older, from an older generation.
Oh,
so
you're
maybe
better than me.
Just
I'm
don't
not.
understand
Yeah.
him. But these guys are of my generation, it seems like. So how have
These guys are like early 30s. Like they're our age.
Yeah.
Most women are sluts these days. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Are
saying
you
that?
married?
That normal women were doing that to men as men are doing that to women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was normal.
Yeah, in high
Yeah.
school, they would say, like, well, not in high school, but some of my high school friends would say, they would say, I'm Christian, I won't have sex with you, but I will that.
What's the name for it?
Well, there's various names, but
Is there a
it's
decent name that we can mention on the
No.
radio? Oh, there's not a
Well,
decent
just-
name.
I mean, you already meant just oral sex,
Oh,
like,
that's,
Yeah.
using your
that's the
mouth.
most basic.
Oh, it's the same thing
They're
when a
afraid
woman
to
doing
say
it to a man
blowjob.
called
I'm so
oral sex.
confused.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not specific to
Oh, I
either,
got you.
either or. It's
I didn't know it was so popular. I didn't know normal women do it. I knew sluts do it. You
This
know what I'm
has to be
saying?
an SNL skit. This cannot be
When I
real.
was growing up, that was unheard of for black people. Now I remember
in the South, not in the city.
yeah.
The
Well,
city had to
The
be
city's
different.
Scandalous.
with the blacks.
I bet,
most.
I bet
most,
you do bet.
Most people.
I bet.
because the cities are so degenerate.
Oh, I remember when I was a teenager, my uncles used to go during the summer. They would go to Florida to work in the orange fields or whatever they did, or New York, and they would come back and they would talk about how white people were doing that kind of stuff, and we would all kind of laugh about it. Oh, white people nasty, because it was unheard of. And no way a black woman would do that or let that be done to her, and no way a black man would do that. Now.
Is that true, guys? Like, respond in the comments.
Don't know. I mean, I want to know if that's true, and maybe he is so disgusting to me already. 3 minutes into this video that I don't want to believe anything he's saying.
Agreed.
But at the same time, if there's something to that, we might need to look into that, because I didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, in my opinion, no. I did. Sexual acts, from the sexual therapist, please correct me if I'm wrong, but sexual acts don't have race.
Not that I knew of.
Yeah.
So
there's no correlation
maybe-
to race for like
yeah.
the sexual act you'll perform.
Maybe I'm ignorant here. Now my brain, my wheels are spinning to look it up. But like, it's coming from this guy who's gross, so I'm like, ugh, I don't know what to believe. But
Black listeners, let me know, because is this guy right? 'Cause that doesn't sound right.
right, let us know, please.
It's the thing to do.
Yes.
That is so crazy. And lady, what?
I would say it's a perversion. So the worse you get pervertedly, the more you do.
Say no more, Joel.
And yet, like, you know how I went to Christian college?
Christian college.
So-called Christian college.
Yeah.
One of the teachers said that according to the Bible, no Christian would be doing that, or something like that.
No, once
If you were following the Bible,
even
you
if
would
you
be
were
in the Bible,
doing it in
women
your
don't get
father's
blowjobs.
state,
I'm
once
sure
you're
it's
born
that.
again of God, there's no way you do.
Right.
It would be impossible. It's so gross. It just makes your stomach hurt. It's so gross.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to ask you guys, have you ever had that done? But isn't that gross for a woman to do that to a man?
I'm sorry,
I
you
don't know
know
how you
all of
trust
them have
them.
had that done.
They've all
They've-
received oral sex.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me otherwise. You don't think, like, this guy, what's his name? Jesse Lee Peterson. Am I really to believe he's never received oral sex? I don't know if I believe that.
I mean, he doesn't even know what it is. So, I mean, okay, so this seems like it's very much Christian based. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming, I don't know anything about this guy. I'm assuming he had probably his first couple of sexual experiences with his wife in
Yeah.
wedlock. But I could be wrong. I have no idea. I have nothing.
I mean, I don't know. This is so weird.
No, the man could be diseased, could just finish with another woman, could be smelly after work. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, all
I
that
think
could
growing
be
up,
true, yes.
it was never a second thought whether it was bad or not. You just kind of knew that that's what was going on. You never really questioned whether, oh, she's this or he, especially if it's in a relationship. Because even people do it who are married now, even Christians who are married, it's justified. Oh, if you're under the umbrella of marriage, you can do whatever you want, but still perversion.
How would your woman
Wait.
know you want her
It's
to
not
do
a
that to you?
perversion.
What do you mean?
Would you have to ask her to do it, or you bring her head
Lead.
down there? How would she know?
It would lead to that.
Just it's sort of a part of the culture. Like it just is part of the routine.
It's just part of the education now.
No, I mean,
Not education.
yeah,
no.
kind of. Now it is becoming part of the education.
Education.
But back then, like just the streetwise people. It was just
Do old women do that to old men too?
Yeah, they do.
My generation.
yeah, maybe
Yes.
maybe some of them the city dwellers
Some, no, many.
What would we know?
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Ladies, don't do that. Let me just say to the ladies, do not do that. Ladies, all right? They're making a slut out of you. All right? Really, men who are making you do that don't love you at all. They
Oh
just
my
love you
God.
doing.
Okay. No one can make a woman do anything.
Agreed.
I mean, like if we're taking that literally, yeah, if I'm a woman, like you're not gonna fucking tell me what to do. But women like doing it.
Yeah.
So how is that making you a slut if that's something you like to do and the male gets pleasure out of it?
Yeah, I feel like that's why women like it, is because like it's a turn on for them to see their partner in such ecstasy.
Yeah,
right?
like
Yeah.
their partner likes it. It makes them, I mean, I don't know. This is wild advice.
Girl.
It's about the sex. It ain't about, they have no respect for you. They don't love you. They're going to go and make another slut do it. It ain't that. And then one woman brought up, well, it's part of making a woman climax, and that's the word.
Yeah.
Right.
Any woman that's climaxing, that's right.
He does not have any language. Like, I'm so confused. He doesn't have any language for sex. Like, has he ever had any kind of sex before? I'm very lost.
I mean, yeah, you can tell his sex education is extremely
Yeah.
limited. But I just want to point out, because on the podcast they did point this portion out. When he says climax, here, watch this again. All right, we're going to rewind it. Look at what he does with his hands. Like what? Okay.
The sex. It ain't about, they have no respect for you. They don't love you. They're going to go and make another slut do it. It ain't that. And then one woman brought up, well, it's part of making a woman climax, and that's the word.
Yeah.
Right.
Any
What is,
woman
like,
that's
what is
climaxing,
With his hand.
Are you scooping?
That's the right word right there.
Like what is? I don't-
He is taking his whole hand and like turning it upside down and then comes back up. I don't understand why that's the hand gesture.
For climax, I have no idea. Yeah, girl. This poor man, like, just like the first commenter, imagine admitting so publicly, so proudly, and I would assume he's been with a woman. Oh yeah. No, actually, that's one thing I do know is he has children, so I know
So he's okay.
yeah, he's
had sex
been with a
before.
woman.
But he's never done much aside from
In
just
and out.
intercourse or right. Like I by the way, most women climax from oral sex and not intercourse. I think it's like 80% from like clitoral stimulation as opposed to intercourse. So
No, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm part of that statistic. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I know you wouldn't know. You're a virgin. Virgin don't know anything.
you don't know anything.
Any woman that's climaxing is becoming a man, because it's not normal for women to do that.
Right.
I can't.
Girl, I'm
If you're
telling you, I saw-
climaxing, you're becoming a man. Oh my God. So he's basically saying climaxing is only for men.
No, he literally just said because
if you
normally
make him-
women don't do that.
And if you make him climax with your mouth, you're a whore.
I think it's a lie. I don't think they do that.
Oh, you don't think they do?
No.
You think they're pretending?
Yeah.
Really? That could be possible.
You don't think
You
that
think when
female
women act like they're
orgasm
doing
is
that, they're
real?
lying?
I never.
He's never seen it.
I didn't know people like that actually existed. Like I thought that was just a meme.
Yeah, because he's never seen it.
Oh my God.
This guy in the bottom right, I'm assuming he's not good.
My guy, it exists. I promise you. You just gotta learn how to achieve it. There's books, there's articles, there's videos. It's real.
About it, but you never know.
Yeah, because they'll be making a man think he's really doing an amazing job.
Yeah. I think it feels good, but
I
the
highly doubt any man
climaxing
in this
part,
video
I'm
is
not so
doing
sure
an
about
amazing
that.
job.
Yeah, women, don't let, I don't know if y'all doing that or not, but don't even try. Because if it were natural, you'd naturally do it. But the fact you're trying to make something happen, you're becoming a man. The man is turning you into a man, a fake man,
Not
but
the
a
right
man.
kind of man.
Right, not a real man, a drag queen man.
Perversion.
Yeah.
What's
So
real
ladies,
man?
And I'm glad that the ladies brought it to my attention so that I can warn the ladies not to do that. That is sinking low can go. And no man, because if you're doing that to your boyfriend, live-in, or your husband, the guy's going to believe you're doing it elsewhere too.
Why?
That is low. Don't do it, ladies. All right? If a man want you to do that, go home. Just say, no, thank you. I'm out of here, you dirty man. Right?
It should go without saying that you don't even have to say that. You know what I mean?
Well, if you think if
Can you imagine? I'm having sex with, I'll use me in the past, let's say with someone that was a partner of mine. If they wanted me to do that, if I just didn't say anything and got up and left. Like, hey, can you? And I got up, put my clothes back on, got my bag, walked out the door. They'd be like, what the fuck? What just happened here?
No, it's perversion. Oh man.
I don't want to turn into a man, so I can't go. This is wild.
Girl.
Wild.
talked
Because-
about it. Oh, go ahead.
Because that woman who called you your show yesterday, saying, "Oh, I know you always talk down about the women, and women shouldn't remarry, but the men can do whatever they want." But you never say that.
I know, I
If
tell the
anything,
men
you
not
say
to
the
either.
opposite.
Right.
And what you say to the men also applies to the women.
Absolutely. It really does. It's just that men's supposed to lead the way. If the men were decent men, they wouldn't bring the woman to that, to
Right.
make her sink that low because the women are subject to the men.
But
Right.
stuff doesn't go without saying. Like it's kind of good to make it explicit.
Sometimes it makes your skin crawl. I mean,
But I
just-
didn't mean explicit like that.
Oh.
But sometimes you have to point it out, not to
Yeah,
do it.
we haven't forgotten that episode of the show. No, but you would think that if the girl was receiving it, she would do it in the other way too. It's not a shock.
Why would you think that?
Because if she's allowing that to happen, she's doing it. If she's that low to allow it,
Oh.
she's doing it.
Right.
I mean, reciprocation is good.
Oh, she's doing it.
And why
I
do
just
you have
think
to
she
be
go
low
and
to
kiss somebody
receive
else
it?
in the mouth after he just finished with you.
Being a slut is normal these days, Jesse.
So, Lindsay, summary. How what'd you think of Jesse Lee Peterson?
Hey everybody, today we're
I think trash men should not have a podcast.
Girl.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Should not have a podcast. Like, don't sell them a microphone. They don't need to be on air. I mean, that is wild. And that video had like 500,000 views or something like that. Like, he's getting a lot. He has a lot of followers, a lot of people looking at him. So,
Insane.
yeah.
Insane. And he's big in the Christian community. I know we're about to do a Christian video, so I definitely wanted to get you to react to this one just
Yeah.
to kind of keep it on theme. But also, I found out through watching it through the H3 podcast that even the reason of having him on their podcast was because he's very homophobic. Obviously, you can tell how he is
Yes.
with women. But yeah, he's very homophobic. He doesn't think that gay exists. If like he's had people on his show that were gay men, and he's basically said that no, you're a woman. Why are you acting like a woman? Type.
What
Yeah,
the
no, crazy. So
hell?
he's
Oh
very
my
very
gosh.
outspoken homophobic. But here's the kicker: he has had people come out saying that they've had long-term same-sex relationships with him.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. That's how it always. When someone is so homophobic, it's like there was like this guy who provided conversion therapy for years, gay,
Yep.
and I'm just like, of course, because they hate themselves. That doesn't surprise me at all.
And the thing about this specific video, those 3 guys who are just like, yeah, no, it's low. People are sluts these days. I can't believe it. These are the same guys I have a feeling that you would see in a brothel. Just throwing
Yeah, no, they would. Like, I'm telling you, they act like women are whores if they give a blowjob, but they're not saying no to blowjobs. Like, they want what they want because they can look at women in disgust at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I want a blowjob. They probably kind of expect it. I mean, maybe they're saying different on this show, but in real life, I doubt it. They probably kind of expect it, but then also like they're kind of like degrading the women who do it.
Do you see this in your clientele ever? Like where like they view certain sex acts really low on the I don't know, the slut scale or whatever? And
No, thankfully, I don't really see that
good.
in my like. If I think about work with clients, no, my clients are pretty like modern.
Good.
in that belief, like I've never really seen it be like, I don't know.
Girl, I did not know people like this existed.
Well, and people like this probably are not going to come and see a sex therapist.
Oh, you're right.
Because their view on it is so weird and like insulting that they probably would never think they need help in that department, but clearly they need some education, some perspective shift.
Like his poor baby mama.
Ugh.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. Okay.
Well, that was a wild one, but all right, y'all, let us know what you thought. I mean, you can check out the video. You can let us know what you think about it, and definitely comment below and let us know if there's any other content you'd like us to react to, because we're definitely down to do that. And before we let y'all go, please like, follow, and subscribe our podcast, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Apple or Spotify, or anywhere where you get your podcasts and where you're listening to us. And kind of a new development for us, we are now open for listener support. We want to thank all of you listening to get us there, because we've reached enough listeners, enough followers to open that door for us. And so if you want to support us, even for as low as $1 a month, that just helps us continue making the content that you guys like, and to continue to grow, and then in the future make even better content than what we're making now. So any support is much appreciated, and you can find the details of how to do that in our podcast profile. So definitely check it out. Let us know what you want in the future, and we can't wait for you to tune in next time. So again, we are Sex Positivity Unfiltered, and remember to stay curious and fuck politeness.